Oh no, it's starting to glitch out. Why though? Why? Wasn't doing it last time. Why are you doing it now? Sorry, just give me a second. Great. Yeah, that's great that my remote fell. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the person that always keeps trying to say like 5 different stories at once. Maybe in this one video I can finish one. That would be something. I pressed my controller on the wrong thing. Because of course I did. Now the time's gonna be off. Okay. Let's just keep going. So, what I was gonna start this with is talking about, because I kept trying to bring up Harley Quinn, and there was a reason for that last time. It was because, like, because I like the whole concept of being able to level up my characters in fighting games, because I don't know, it makes it mean more or something. So, like, originally I was gonna do the whole, like, girl power empowerment kind of thing. How do I just want to show people the character screen right now, not in where it is, but like, yeah, this. So there's Harley Quinn, which obviously I wanted to max out first because I wanted to, like, kind of live vicariously through her. And then there's Catwoman, Enchantress, Supergirl, which I'm not really too excited about. I mean, they have her in kind of her original, like, Power Girl version, which is like, it meant more and it had more personality. There's Black Canary, which fights pretty well if you know how to do it. Wonder Woman was a lot better in the first one because she used to fight, like, you could switch between her sword and her whip, so I would always switch to the sword right away, and that fight's a lot better, but they kind of force you to use the whip in this one, which is not that great. Same thing with Robin. Other than the sword, he used to have these, like, this splittable baton that you could, like, I don't know what that would be called, but then there's Poison Ivy, and it's like, I don't really... Yeah, this is where I need to go into the loadout for this, because it's like... That... And, it was also because by the time that I got to the end of leveling up Harley Quinn, it was frustrating, it was getting, like, really boring by that point. But also because, and it's not just Ivy, there's a lot of people with horrible faces. But yeah, I was gonna talk about, like, girl power and empowerment and everything, and then you see Poison Ivy, and it's just like, how do I zoom in on her face? Yeah, those, like, sharp cheekbones that, like, she looks like a grandma. She doesn't look... And her outfit, her starting outfit isn't that great, so, like, until I get something real, like... I have seen that you can get better stuff. This is not it. Yeah, did I make the joke I was gonna, like, scream and call her Frankenstein's bride? I'm all over the place, kind of always. Yeah, Flash. Flash is another good example. If I take this mask off, he has, like, I don't like the shape of his face. Whatever artist they used to do this, like, I like the costumes that they do. All the different armor pieces, yeah, and Aquaman's face. All the different armor pieces and the colors and whatnot are pretty good, but, like, I don't know if it's the same artist or what that worked on the faces. It needs to be fired if they're gonna do a Injustice 3. They need to get another one, because, like, I'm not gonna stand for that, you know? Wait, did I... Okay. I just wanted to show this to you too. What is it? Yeah, Zur-En-Arrh. No, not that one. This one. It's kind of like black and red, kind of like a brownish red. And then there's Gotham Ghost, which, like, I don't know, it looks cool, but against a lot of the maps, and they're like, there, I think, were a lot more maps in the first one, and there were a lot more characters in the first one than the second one. They kind of like dropped it a little bit. Um, but yeah, after Harley Quinn, I was doing Batman because I like needed a break from what I was doing, and I figured if I was leveling another character for someone else that it would push me to get it a little more. And like me and my friends we were playing Injustice 2 a lot in August, and I asked one of my friends what they wanted me to level for them because they would be using my controller, and they said Batman, so I was just like, cool. And it was kind of hard to start it was kind of hard to fight as him starting out, but I learned. I still haven't learned Flash, and that sucks because like yeah, that's now getting into other stuff that I wanted to talk about. Like there I had this idea that like because Flash, when he gets his powers, his metabolism is really super high, so like it's really fast. It's as fast as he can be. Like he's so fast that he can phase his molecules through other molecules like simultaneously, like all of them interacting with other things and just like going. He can phase through stuff. He can phase through the ground. He can phase through buildings and all that. You know, he's got a super fast metabolism. He can't get drunk anymore, which sucks. Or I don't know if that's like a comic accurate thing or if they just like made that for CW because, you know, PC and everything. But like anyways, my idea was like if Flash was fat before he became the Flash, would he he wouldn't be able to keep it a secret that he was the Flash because, like, it would be an unprecedented thing of weight loss, and people would be looking at him too closely. He wouldn't be able to go anywhere without being watched, you know, like, even as fast as he is, and, like, you know, people would be watching Barry Allen's house, and, or whichever Flash it is at the time, I guess. Like, there have been other Flashes, but I just know that one because of the CW show. And, like, they would be watching his house, and then they would see the yellow lightning just, like, streaming out of there, and then they'd be like, well, there's the Flash, that's it, that's who it is. Case closed. But then again, I don't know how it is in the comics, but in the CW series, he just, like, tells everyone, and isn't the whole point of, like they make that point a lot, with superhero things, that you need a secret identity, not, like, if not for yourself, to protect the people around you, I guess. And I hate the ones that like make me do 10 things because it's like they're hurting you, and what if it is because sometimes, most of the time, they'll have things be super easy, at least until like level 15, and then like it's kind of like in a multiverse, either half of the characters will be easy to fight, or like you know, like only a quarter of them will be easy to fight, and then it will be a nightmare the rest of the way. That's why I usually only do the sidekick ones, especially when I get higher levels, because it's just like, how exactly? But yeah, like, what if I had to do this when I was going up against a really tough enemy like that? That would be impossible. There's the ones where you have to throw them 3 times a match, or 5, and sometimes, like,
your soul is mine.
Oh, that's right. I was going to turn this down, and then I was so busy, like, tripping over talking about all the characters that I wanted to level up, and then, like, giving up on that and whatnot, that like I didn't turn this down. I know that I talk kind of loud, but it definitely pales in comparison to the game sound, and I apologize for that. But yeah, anyways, like, and I'm sure that like in animated movies and shows they've done it all, they've shown everything, but like for some for a decent amount of people the animated stuff doesn't matter. Like, it's cool, but it doesn't matter. Like, I want to see a live interpretation of Red Death, because there are these really cool like one-off like small comic lines, kind of like the Batman Who Laughs, or I was gonna say King in Black, but King in Black actually ran like pretty long. That was kind of when everybody became Venom. Like, the Venom symbiote kept the Venom symbiote kept like breaking off and attaching to somebody else. So it's like everybody was their own special version of Venom. Then Batman Who Laughs kind of goes off of the whole Arkham thing, where like in the Arkham games, and I know that there was like an Arkham comic series, but I don't really know how long it ran. Or like what was in it, like how the games differ from the comics, what they take from it, how they change things, I don't know. But like there was a toxin that like Joker mixed his laughing gas with Bane's venom toxin and called it Titan, and then the like something went wrong or whatever, and it became kind of an airborne virus or something, and I actually don't know how it passes, but the Joker toxin, people become Toker. Wow, that's great. People become Joker. And I don't know if that's how it is in Batman Who Laughs, but like that it one thing reminds me to another thing. It's connected, but it's not. But like Batman becomes infected and he becomes Joker, and like Joker is psychotic. He is unhinged. So Batman as Joker just starts like slaughtering everyone, and oh, what was the other one? I was gonna talk about Red Death. Red Death. I've wanted to talk about this for like a month, but like I don't know. When I stop making videos, it's like I have to do it again within a week. Otherwise, I'm not gonna have the courage to do videos again. And then like 1 week turns into 2, turns into 4. But in Red Death, Batman kills Flash and takes his Speed Force, like he takes his Speedster ability, but it is too much for him. It's too much for his body to handle, and it's starting to break him down at the molecular level, like he's kind of disintegrating because he's too fast for the human body to bear. So he is running, and he has to keep running faster and faster because he's literally running away from death itself. And like you know, there are these I don't know if they were for movies or if they just did them just because they loved the stories and they wanted to do it, but there are these metal songs that people have made about certain comic storylines, and I don't remember who it's by, but there is one on Red Death, and it's on Spotify. Oh, what else was I gonna talk about? There was something, I think I already did it. What if Flash was fat? Red Death, Batman Who Laughs, you know, with the Grim Knight. I I actually got to read that because like my my friend that I hang out with a lot, he's into comics, so I get to, and it's like even before I read some of the comics that he did, I was into that stuff. I've been into it since X-Men. I talked about that in one of my Binding of Isaac videos, I think. But like, he's had people at the last couple places that he's worked that have just had like totes upon totes of comic books, and they either just like give them to him or they trade back or whatever. So like, I don't know, I've seen Wildcats, I've seen like New Warriors and Batman vs. Spawn. I haven't seen any of the Hulk ones. It would be cool. I feel kind of bad that Hulk, because like Hulk deserves his own movies at some point, like even if they're flashback movies in the MCU, like talking about stuff that already happened. I want to hear about Planet Hulk on Sakaar because that's one of the best storylines, and they just completely annihilated it by mixing it with Thor Ragnarok, which, like, by the way, like, I don't know what's up with people, how they, like, they don't like good things anymore, like, suspenseful and drama in all the right places, and it makes you feel things, and, like, Thor the Dark World was the best Thor that was out there, and people just shat on it all over the place, and, like, that's what made them make the decision to just tear the rest of the Thor movies apart from the inside out by doing Ragnarok and Love and Thunder, because God, Love and Thunder was all over the place. Like, it almost kind of seemed like they were trying to copy Deadpool in a sense, and it's like, it was good up until, you know, you learn about what's going on with Jane. I don't really want to spoil anything because it's still like new-ish. I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble. I don't care. But yeah, stuff is going on with Jane, and it gets kind of depressing for a while, and then it's like empty. Yeah. Since Harley Quinn is my only maxed out character, it's like 7 medium attacks. I always use those, so that's pretty good. But yeah, it's like, and I'm just gonna finish this with this because, like, I thought that this video was gonna go good, but it's kind of been all over the place, just like Love and Thunder was. Haha! I liked the intro. I liked the action stuff, but like the action sequences, but like everything else really felt fake. It just wasn't there. And it's like they were telling the story very much in a Deadpool way, where it's like they would split off and do this flashback thing. They did that a couple times, and then they brought it back to present day, and it didn't really fit for Thor. And it's like, I thought the direction that they were taking, they were going to keep doing the comedy thing after Ragnarok, but like, it's like they wanted to do comedy, but their heart wasn't in it. So it just became it kind of felt like, you know how when you talk to your first crush and you're trying to like get things going, but you don't really know what to say, and it's like just kind of awkward for everyone involved, and maybe like everyone around you if you're like in a public space or whatever, and people can hear you just being dumb and not making any sense. I don't know. Oh yeah, and I started watching Miss Marvel tonight, and like the way I feel like people hated it initially because it was advertised wrong in the first place. It was advertised as a kids show, and people thought of it as a kids show, but it is so much more than that, and especially given that the MCU is kind of fallen apart since Endgame, and it feels like Marvel doesn't really know what they're doing anymore, and it feels like very heavily like Disney influenced now, and like they kind of gave up for the most part. Like, and I don't understand that, because building the MCU up to Endgame, they were like on top of everything, and then like how can you just not know what to do after that? You say that you plan 8 years ahead, but do you? Do you? Do you? Do you? Do you? Because what exactly are you doing now? I can't do these conversations again. I just got into it because I saw something on Facebook that was like, you know, Ryan Reynolds announces Deadpool 3 in the best way, in the way that only he can, as himself and as his character. They are one and the same. And, somebody was like, finally, a good movie. The MCU has been falling apart. And I had to comment, like, brick wall of comment saying, yeah, and here are all the ways that they did fall apart. Oh yeah, by the way, that was something that I was wondering about, that I asked my friend like a month ago, but I don't know. If you're here, if you're like back on my channel and you wanna like comment, if Flash was in the Marvel universe, which side do you think he would take in Civil War? Iron Man's or Captain America's? Because I don't know, but like what yeah, I started talking about comic stuff just all over the place. And I was going to also, yeah, other than the comic stuff, I was going to talk about, like, again about, I'm sorry, it's just, this is so loud for me, and, like, doing this, I can't hear myself think. Just stumbling over myself, trying to... Alright, good, it's over. Oh yeah, that's right, before I forget, again, another thought that, like, I was so close to finishing that thought, and I just, like, forgot. I was gonna say that Miss Marvel was good, and it at least deserves a chance. I mean, there's only 6 episodes, so it's like, it's not like you'd really be getting into too much. It would just be, like, a night's worth of watching, or like a couple maybe, because usually I break things off like a few episodes at a time for that kind of stuff anyway. Like I binged Steven Universe like all within this week, but like I'm not gonna go into that because this video has already gone long enough. Yeah, at the start of the video I was talking about like 5 different stories that I wanted to talk about, and who knows if I'm gonna be able to get through them all, and I talked about all the comic book stuff, but I wanted to use Injustice to talk about why I have been gone. So, and because I don't really want to play this anymore, I'm gonna have to find something else to continue this conversation with. So I guess Like, comment, subscribe. I will see you in the next video, hopefully tomorrow, if I can find something that I actually want to play that's not this, and, you know, wish me luck with that. I hope that you have a good rest of your day. I hope that you have enjoyed this, and I will see you later.